Hey y'all, hey. Hello, hello. I'm trying to share this. Hey family. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, so um what I wanted to do, hey y'all. What I wanted to do is talk to you guys a little bit about my upcoming summit. In case you have been, I don't know, somewhere and you haven't seen all of my posts about it, I wanted to talk to you about it. So, for those of you who don't know me or don't know me well, I am DrTursha Hamilton. I am a naturopathic doctor, holistic health coach, and my goal is to help people with diabetes, hypertension, and digestive distress to live a better quality of life. And because of that, this is why I created the Healing Hypertension Holistic Health Summit. So the Healing Hypertension Holistic Health Summit, the the dates for the summit are June 15th through 21st, which means it starts next week, which is one reason why I wanted to make sure that I got on live and I talked to you guys about it, because it starts next week. The Healing Hypertension Holistic Health Summit starts next week, June 15th through the 21st. And it is an entirely free conference, absolutely free online virtual summit that I have put together for you, for your family, for everyone that you know, because again, my goal is to help people, one, understand that hypertension can be healed, and two, that you can feel like you have enough knowledge to actually start your healing journey. Now, I say that hypertension can be healed, and it's absolutely true. I am not trying to say that there's a magic bullet. I am not trying to say that there's a quick fix. I am not trying to say that we can give you a herb or a plant or a vegetable that's gonna fix everything tomorrow. Not saying any of that. What I am saying is that hypertension can be healed. Hypertension, high blood pressure. So hypertension means high blood pressure. Hypertension is a disease of lifestyle, which means that what you do on a regular basis can cause it. What you do on a regular basis can make it worse. And I know for some people that's a pretty daunting thought. That is overwhelming to believe that you are causing your hypertension. But on the flip side, that means that what you do on a regular basis can actually help it heal. Your actions, your lifestyle, the things you do and think, and all of that can actually cause your body to begin to reverse some of that, can cause your body to heal from it. If you learn what to do, how to do it, as long as you have that knowledge, you have that information, and then you have the desire and the wherewithal to actually do those things. Hypertension can be healed. So I put together a conference with 19 other experts in some area of holistic health to come together to talk to you about the different ways that they have either seen hypertension heal, or they've experienced it themselves. So many of them are naturopathic doctors. They've actually helped their patients to walk through the journey of healing their hypertension, of healing their high blood pressure, so that they no longer had high blood pressure numbers. And for many of them, they were able to get off their medications safely and naturally. I'm not saying that they told them to eat a kale sandwich one day and then the next day they were able to come off their medication. Didn't say any of that. What I'm saying is that these people have seen time after time people be able to actually heal their bodies so that their hypertension is resolved, so that their blood pressure is back to normal. And I'm giving that information to you absolutely free. All you have to do is go to www.healinghypertension.com. That address is in the title of this video. That address is also in the body of this video, healinghypertension.com. More than half of the American adults are walking around hypertensive. More than half are walking around with elevated blood pressure. Some of them don't even know it. Hypertension is considered a silent killer. It's considered a silent killer because you don't know that your blood pressure is high until you are tested and that you see that your blood pressure is high. Most people don't know that. This is why it's important, one, to go to the doctor on a regular basis and get your blood pressure checked. And if your blood pressure is elevated, whether it's mildly elevated or greatly elevated, treat it. Now, if you have to treat it with medications, please do that. I'd much rather you be on a medication that you're taking on a regular basis and that is actually helping to control your blood pressure than you not do it and your brain explodes, your blood vessels in your brain explode, or you have a heart attack, or you have erectile dysfunction, or you have depression, or you have any number of other conditions that can be caused because your blood pressure is out of control. There's so much life that you have to give. There's so much in this world that you are able to do, and you cannot be as effective if you are ill. You cannot be as effective if your blood pressure is sky high. You can't be as effective if you suffer a stroke because of your blood pressure. If you suffer kidney disease or kidney failure because your blood pressure is chronically high. Hypertension is one of the two top causes of kidney failure. And I actually have someone who's going to come on and talk about his 20+ year journey with dialysis because of uncontrolled blood pressure. To talk to you about the importance of not only taking your medications, because I just found out he actually was taking his medications. They weren't being managed properly. He didn't know how to manage his own blood pressure. He just thought, you know, he did what his doctor said and it was done, until several years later when he went to the doctor for something completely different, or what he thought was something completely different, and he ended up being in kidney failure as a 29-year-old. 29. So that brings me to another point. High blood pressure is not just for old people. I know that we think about that a lot. We think that certain diseases are only there for the elderly, whatever that means for you, whether that means 40, 50, 60, 80. A lot of us think that diseases like hypertension are there just for old people. It's not. It's not, especially now when we're all stressed out and we're all worried and we're all angry and we're all sad and we're all depressed about current events, about finances, about safety, about whatever it is. A lot of us are experiencing high blood pressure. Some of us have never experienced it before, but a lot of us are experiencing it. Hypertension can be healed, and we need to know how. So I invite you to join me and 19 other experts in this free online virtual summit to talk to you about high blood pressure, what causes it, and what you can do to start to see your numbers improve. All right. If you guys have any questions, you can please feel free to post them below. I'll be on for another couple minutes to talk to you guys, hopefully to help encourage you to join the summit. www.healinghypertension.com. So for those of you who just joined, welcome, first of all. Second of all, I wanted to come on and talk to you guys about my upcoming summit, the Healing Hypertension Holistic Health Summit. In this summit, I have brought together 19 other experts in holistic health to teach you different ways that you can help your body heal hypertension. All right. My blood pressure is actually lower than normal and has been for a long time. I don't know what to do about that. That's an interesting question, Dominique. Unless you are having symptoms, then it's not really a problem. If you are having symptoms like dizziness, lightheadedness, unable to focus or walk or anything like that, then having lower than the normal blood pressure is not a problem. It actually, depending on how low it is, it actually can be a good thing. So if you are fine, then don't worry about it. If you have trouble like going from laying to sitting or laying to standing or sitting to standing because of your blood pressure, then it may be an issue, and you probably just need to visit your primary care doctor and talk to them about it, or visit your friendly neighborhood naturopathic doctor and ask them about it. But like I said, if you're not having symptoms, low blood pressure is not really a concern. All right. Healinghypertension.com. If you know someone who has hypertension, high blood pressure, if you have high blood pressure, if you have a family history of high blood pressure, you want and need to be at this summit. Runs in the family. Absolutely. Absolutely. If it runs in your family, you need to run to this summit, because just because it runs in your family does not mean that you have to have the same fate as your family. One of my mentors, one of my instructors said it so beautifully. They said that genetics loads the gun. What you do pulls the trigger. And basically what that means is that you can have a family history of something. You can be genetically predisposed to a bunch of things. That does not mean that you have to develop that disease. What that means is that you have to figure out what it is that your family members have done in the past that could have contributed to the trigger being pulled, and start doing things to mitigate that. So if you lived in a toxic environment, whether that was emotional toxicity, that was mental toxicity, that was spiritual toxicity, that could have been poor food quality, that could have been it could be a climate of no desire to exercise or move, whatever that is. You need to know how to get out of that toxic environment, or that environment. And I say toxic, meaning it could also be something as simple as ignorance. And ignorance isn't necessarily a bad thing until it is. Ignorance in and of itself just means lack of knowledge. And the fact that you lack knowledge is not a bad thing unless it is. So this is a summit that you can go to, again, absolutely free, and gain some knowledge, gain a bunch of knowledge about topics that have to do with what causes and what can heal hypertension. Hypertension is, as I mentioned before, a disease of lifestyle, which means that your lifestyle, what you do on a regular basis, causes it, makes it worse, can also fix it. So if you can identify some of the things in your life that can be modified, that can be changed, that can help your body to heal, come join me and learn some of those things. Hypertension is not all about salt. Everybody's hypertension is not caused because they eat a lot of salt. Now, mind you, we do eat way too much salt in this country and in the westernized parts of the world. We absolutely eat too much salt, but that's not the only thing. That's absolutely not the only thing. It's a big thing, and we probably need to eat less and learn how to eat without as much salt. Absolutely, absolutely, not denying that, but it's not the only thing. So if you have high blood pressure and you have been cutting salt out of your diet, and your blood pressure numbers have not gone away, there's probably some other things that need to happen. Stress, sleep, food options, spiritual life, the way you think about health, diet, exercise, all of those things, some of those things need to be changed. How much needs to be changed really depends on how high your blood pressure numbers are, how bad the situation is. Some of you can go with making small changes. Many of you can start with making small incremental changes. If your blood pressure is way, way high, or you're very, very ill, you might have to make some drastic changes all at once. But that really depends on your level of health. But know that hypertension can be healed. Doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to guarantee that your blood pressure numbers are going to go back into the normal range right quick. I can't guarantee that. As a matter of fact, no health professional can guarantee that. If a medical professional tells you that they can guarantee anything, they're not telling you complete truth. What they're telling you is what usually happens, what happens on average, what they have seen most often. But they can't guarantee that that's going to happen in any particular person. What I can guarantee you is that the information that you are going to get at this conference, at this summit, that is absolutely free and virtual, so it's all online. What you're going to get is experts telling you that their experience. They're telling you what they have seen. They're telling you what they have done. They're telling you they're telling you the tools that they've used to help people to overcome this lifestyle disease. I can guarantee you're going to get information that you can use. I guarantee that you are going to get information that you can use almost immediately. That's what we can guarantee. I can also guarantee that it's going to be some work. Healing hypertension, healing your body, it takes work. You have to be ready to put your boots on and get to work. You have to know that it's going to take a community around you. You're going to need support. You're going to need help. And that's okay. That's actually what you want, right? For you to be able to heal, these are some of the things that will need to happen. But it can happen. High blood pressure can heal. And it doesn't have to take a lot. It takes consistency first. It takes a desire. It takes acknowledging that it can happen and understanding that it can happen. It takes some changes, and it takes consistency. It also takes patience. You have to be patient with your body. Healing takes time. It took you a while to get to whatever health condition that you have. It's going to take you a while to heal it. Absolutely will take some time. Oh, so while I'm still on, if you have any questions, go ahead and post them and I'll answer those questions while I'm here. But healing takes time, but it can happen. It can happen. Some of those miracles that we've seen, they're not really miracles. They're the body doing exactly what it's supposed to do. It was given time, it was given space, it was given nutrients, it was given raw material, it was given sleep, it was given love, whatever needs to happen, it was given those things. And then it did what it was supposed to do. Our bodies are magical. Bodies are miraculous. We have to give it what it needs in order for that to happen. So again, Healing Hypertension Holistic Health Summit is absolutely free. It begins next week on June 15th. So all you have to do is sign up, www.healinghypertension.com. If you can't spell hypertension, that's okay. It's spelled for you. Just go in the title and go in the body, and you can just click on that and sign up. Sign up and learn what you can do to help your body's high blood pressure numbers go back to normal. Learn what your family members can do. Learn some of the things you might not have known about high blood pressure. Sign up. It's free. It's absolutely free. And it's really good. There's some really, really good talks. I mean, I'm a little biased because it's my conference, it's my summit that I put together. But as I mentioned, I put it together with you in mind. Hypertension, high blood pressure is prevalent in our communities. It's prevalent in the US. If I remember correctly, high blood pressure, at least half of the American adults have high blood pressure. It is nuts to think about. Every other person that you meet is potentially hypertensive. It's potentially walking around with high blood pressure. And many of them don't know that their blood pressure is high. A lot of people don't know their blood pressure is high. Hypertension is called the silent killer. It's called a silent killer because you won't know that your blood pressure is high. It just feels like normal until it doesn't. Once you start feeling the symptoms of high blood pressure, a lot of times your blood pressure is way high and it's done a lot of damage already. Our bodies are miraculously resilient. Our bodies are miraculously able to start to heal. And we are able to adapt to our surroundings. So people walk around with high blood pressure and don't know it because their bodies are doing what it's supposed to do. Join me in the summit so that you can learn some of the things that you can do to mitigate that. Stress, sleep, food, thoughts, prayer, all of those things contribute to high blood pressure. Or should I say the lack of those things, the lack of having healthy amounts of those things, contribute to high blood pressure. And I want you to join me in the summit so that you can know some of the things that you can do to help mitigate that, to help your blood pressure numbers go back to normal. Thank you guys for joining me. Share the video, share my posts. As I mentioned, the summit is absolutely free. It's 7 days of information. There are 2 to 3 speakers released each day. So you have some time to look at each video of the speakers that are giving you their expertise, their knowledge around some of the things that they've done to help their patients, help their clients heal hypertension, help their clients' blood pressure numbers go back to normal. And I wanted to give that information to you, but you have to do your part. Join us. Click the link, healinghypertension.com. And then come next week, the 15th, watch the videos, take notes, have a notebook ready so that you can take some notes and start to implement some things. It takes work. Holistic health takes work. You have to actively be involved in your healthcare. The conventional model of medicine does not necessarily, the conventional model of medicine doesn't necessarily tell you that you need to be an active participant in your health. It promotes the drug, it promotes the surgery. And those things are absolutely necessary in many cases. Drugs, medications, surgery, they have their place. They are necessary. They do wonderful things when they're used appropriately. It's not the end all be all, and they cannot fix everything. What you do, especially for these diseases of lifestyle, is important. What you do is important. You have the control. You have the ability to help your body heal. Hypertension, diabetes, atherosclerosis, I always say that wrong. Atherosclerosis, which means plaques forming in the vessels. Some levels of depression and anxiety, not all, but some of it. Obesity for a lot of people. Getting old, we have control over a lot of that. And all we have to do is understand the changes that we need to make in order to mitigate some of those responses. Hypertension is one of those diseases that can absolutely be healed, and I cannot stress enough. Hypertension is one of those diseases that absolutely can be healed. Your body has an amazing ability to heal itself. And so, as I mentioned, the Healing Hypertension Holistic Health Conference was created. I created it so that you can know what you can do in order to heal hypertension. So I hope that you guys join me. www.healinghypertension.com. Join me for this summit, absolutely free, and then share it far and wide with all of your friends, your family, your colleagues, your coworkers, the people you hate, your haters. Share it with them so that they too can join us in learning what they can do to help heal hypertension, help heal their blood pressure. It doesn't have to be high. And we don't have to take as many medications as we're often prescribed. If your body begins to heal, your body will begin to function on its own and you will no longer need medications. I am not saying that you need to immediately get off medications. That's irresponsible of you and me. I would never tell you that. What I'm saying is that as your body heals, your body no longer needs the medications and it can start to adversely respond to the medications, which means that taking medications that you don't need can cause damage to your body. And that you need your doctor on board for, to help you wean off your medications as your body begins to heal. But know that your blood pressure can be healed. Know that your blood pressure can come down into normal range. Know that you can potentially get off your medications. And I wanted to share that with you. So that's it for me right now. Again, I just wanted to make sure that I came online and I shared that with you guys. Please make sure that you go to healinghypertension.com. If you can't spell hypertension, that's okay. The link is in the title. The link is in the body of this talk. Please join me next week, June 15th through the 21st, for the Healing Hypertension Holistic Health Summit, and learn some of the things that you can do to prevent high blood pressure and to heal high blood pressure. And after you sign up, please remember to share this far and wide with all of your friends, family, colleagues, co-workers, haters, everybody that you know, so that they have an opportunity to know and understand that hypertension can in fact be healed, and that you have probably not been told in the past that you have so much more power and control over your health than you probably believe. So that's it for me. I'm Dr. DrTursha Hamilton, the host and the creator of the Healing Hypertension Holistic Health Summit. Please join me, www.healinghypertension.com. Join me for the summit so that you can know how to heal your blood pressure safely and naturally. That's it. I will talk to you guys really, really soon. I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you at the summit. Bye, y'all.